Numbers 32. Tribes east of Jordan. The family of Reuben and Gad had huge herds of livestock. They saw the country of Jazer and Gilead was the place for grazing livestock. And so they came. The families of Gad and of Reuben, and spoke to Moses and Eleazar, the priest, and the leaders of the congregation, saying, Ataroth, Dibon, and Jazer, Nimrah, Heshbon, Sebam, Nebo, and Beon, the country that God lay low before the community of Israel, is a country just right for livestock, and we have livestock. They continued, if you think we've done a good job so far, give us this country for our inheritance. Don't make us go across the Jordan. Moses answered the families of Gad and Reuben, do you mean that you are going to leave the fighting that's ahead to your brothers while you settle down here? Why would you even think of letting the people of Israel down, demoralizing them just as they're about to move into the land that God gave them? This is exactly what your ancestors did when I sent them into Kadesh Barnea to survey the country. They went as far as the Valley of Eshcol, took one look, and quit. They completely demonized the people of Israel from entering the land that God had given them, and God got angry. Oh, did he get angry? He swore they'll never get to see it. None of those who came out of Egypt, who were 20 years and older, will ever get to see the land that I promised Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They weren't interested in following me. Their hearts weren't in it. None except for Caleb, son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite. And Joshua, son of Nun. They followed me. Their hearts were in it. God's anger spoke against Israel. He made them wander in the wilderness for 40 years until the entire generation that acted out evil in his sight had died out. And now you you are just one more mob of sinners slipping up to replace your ancestors, throwing fuel on the already blazing anger of God against Israel. If you won't follow him, he'll do it again. He'll dump them in the desert, and the disaster will be your fault. They came close to him and said, all we want to do is build canals for our livestock and towns for our family. Then we'll take up arms and take up the front lines, leading the people of Israel to their place. We'll be able to leave our families behind, secure in fortified towns, safe from those who lived in the land. But we won't go back home till every Israelite is full possession of his inheritance. We won't expect any inheritance west of Jordan. We are claiming all our inheritance east of Jordan. Moses said, if you do what you say, take up arms before God for battle, and together go across Jordan, ready before God to fight until God has cleaned his enemies out of the land. Then when the land is secure, you will have fulfilled your duty to God and Israel. Then the land will be yours to keep before God. But if you don't do what you say, you will be sinning against God. And you can be sure that your sin will track you down. So go ahead, build towns for your families, canals for your livestock. Do what you said you'd do. The families of Gad and Reuben told Moses, we will do as our master commands. Our children and wives, our flock and herds will stay behind in the town of Gilead. But we, every one of us, fully armed, will cross the river to fight for God, just as our master has said. So Moses issued order from them to Eleazar the priest, Joshua the son of Nun, and the heads of the ancestral tribes of the people of Israel. Moses said, if the families of Gad and Reuben cross the Jordan River with you and before God, all armed and ready to fight, then after the land is secure, you may give them the land of Gilead for their inheritance. But if they don't cross over with you, they'll have to settle up with you in Canaan. The families of Gad and Reuben responded, "We will do what God said. We will cross the Jordan before God, ready and willing to fight. But the land we inherited here to the east of the Jordan." Moses gave the families to Gad, Reuben, and the half-tribe of Madison, son of Joseph, kingdom of Sion, king of the Amorites, and the kingdom of Og, king of Bashan, the land, its towns, and all the territories connected with them, the works. The Gileads rebuilt Dibon, Arthon, or Arth, Chopin, Jazz, Jog, Beth, Ni, and Beth Haran, as fortified cities. They also built corrals for their animals. The Reubenites rebuilt Heshbon, Elealeh, and Coram. Also Nebo and Beon, and Seb. They renamed the cities that they rebuilt. The family of Machir, son of Mish, went to Gilead, captured it, and drove out the Ammonites who lived there. Moses then gave Gilead to the Mercenites, descendants of the Mennonites. They moved in and settled there. Jar, another son of Men, captured some villages and named them Havath-jar. Nobah captured Kenneth and its surrounding camp. He renamed it after himself, Nobah. Thank you for listening to this chapter, and God bless.